Hey lovely people of YouTube, today I'm going to talk to you how to stimulate the nipples correctly, how to give incredible pleasure to your woman through nipple stimulation. Stay tuned for this great video. Alright, nipple stimulation. You've done it before, I'm sure you've heard about it. Everyone knows about the nipples, and the nipples are a very sensitive area. Let me give you some facts about the nipples. Okay, they have hundreds of nerve endings, so they are very susceptible for pleasure, and they can actually even lead to orgasms. So you should actually take advantage of this incredible area of our body that can give us so much pleasure. It can lead to a female boobs orgasm as well. So very important to have this in your mind. It's a very fun thing to do as a foreplay. It's a lot of fun. You can have there's so many things you can do with the nipples, and it's almost like a play. It's when you do it with your woman, you can laugh, you can be very playful with it. So it's a great option here. I have to also tell you something. There's women who cannot stand nipple stimulation, even men, okay? Because it's not only for women, it's also for men. Men have very sensitive nipples as well, all right? So you can also do that for men. But there's many women especially that really cannot stand nipple stimulation or having the nipples touch or sucked and things like that. So be very careful and make sure that you talk to her and that she's open to that, and that it's not going to be painful, because it can actually even be painful if she's very sensitive, oversensitive with it. So make sure that she wants to have nipple stimulation before you start doing it, all right? So let me give you some tips on how to do nipple stimulation the right way. All right, the first thing is you need to start very slow. I always tell you this when you do anything, but here you'd have to start very slow, because if you go straight to touching it very fast, it can actually do the opposite. It can actually turn her off or turn him off. All right, so very slow. You're gonna start caressing. You're gonna start playing with it with your fingers and with your hand. All right, very slow caresses and very slow sort of like touching them. Don't pinch them. Don't do anything like that. Just slow caresses. Play with your fingertips and just play a little bit, but very slow, very slow to start with. Okay, the second tip, you need to be very gentle and use your hands. All right, now we're going to start with you're going to use lube. Lube is ideal. You don't have to get you can do some regular lube, any type of oil or any type of water-based lube, but you can use your saliva. You can just use your saliva, and you're going to put a little bit of saliva around the nipple so it's not so harsh, all right? And you're going to start with your whole hand. You're going to start with the breast massage. You're going to go from a whole breast massage towards your nipples. You're going to work your way towards the nipple, okay? Start from out, going towards the inside and get to the nipple at the end, and using your hand first, okay? Your hand and your fingers, all right? All right, the third thing is we're going to use the mouth. And the mouth, of course, for nipple play is fantastic, and it's a great thing. It's like doing oral, basically. And actually, you're going to do it like if you were in a French kiss, okay? You can use your mouth really a lot here, okay? You can use your mouth and your tongue to make it really fun and to make it really arousing, all right? Start slow first. Start with moving your mouth around the nipple very slow, with your licking around it, kissing it. And you can go and slowly move your way up, and you can actually go all the way to biting, all right? Biting, make sure that she likes biting, all right? Biting can be very sensitive, and some women don't like it, and it can be a turn off. So the problem with this is they can be a turn off if you do it too harsh, all right? So make sure that she likes biting, and you can also go all the way to biting, because it can create sort of like a pleasure, pain, sort of like a sensation that many women love. Really, many women and men love that as well. So you can use your mouth, and actually you can grab the whole nipple and do like a French kiss on it, all right? You can do so many things. Imagination is the limit here, okay? So do anything you like. You can use flavored lube it's fantastic because it makes it more fun. You can use whipped cream, you can use chocolate, anything that makes it fun and makes it like a play, and actually, and it's tasteful. So it's a fantastic thing, and it can create a really good, it can get you close together if you use these things, because it's like a play. You take a lot of the sort of like the technique out of it. You make it fun. You make it like a game, like if you were playing a game as kids. All right. So try that. It's great. Introduce nipples into the foreplay. All right. What I mean by it is you don't have to just use the nipples. You can start with the neck, kissing the neck, French kissing, doing the whole thing, go to the nipples, then go to do oral sex, go back to the nipples and things like that, because that's gonna sort of like the foreplay game is going to become like a whole body game, and that's fantastic. Don't just, some people say, okay, I'm going to do foreplay, go to oral, and I'll just start with oral. That's very boring if you do that all the time. You can play and introduce nipples into the foreplay, into the whole thing. You can start kissing, you can go to the nipples, go to the neck, go back, and you can do both things at the same time as well. All right, you can actually be doing oral and you can be stimulating the nipples, or be French kissing and stimulating the nipples at the same time. So make it as part of your foreplay game. All right, it's fantastic. One thing many men forget: there's two breasts. All right, there's two breasts. So don't overdo one and forget the other one. You have to move from one to the other. All right, make sure that you go from one to the other, because actually it can get even sore if you do it too much on one. All right, don't forget it. There's two. Both have the right to be stimulated. Finally, great thing to do: use temperature differences. Use the best thing is ice cubes. I love ice cubes for this, because it can actually the cold will create sort of like will get the blood going, the blood flowing towards the nipple, and it will create that difference of temperature that sort of like makes them hard. Like when you see a woman, when it's cold, they become hard, and that makes them even more sensitive. So use difference of temperature. I like ice cubes. I like to go to the cold side. Warm, I don't think it's so nice, but so I would use ice cubes, and it's a fun thing to do. You can actually play with an ice cream, which is a lot of fun. If you've never done it, try it. And your imagination is a limit. As long as she likes it, you do whatever you want to do, because it's a lot of fun to play with the nipples. So that's it for this nipples masterclass, if you want to call it like that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you've not done so. Again, visit my blog, tips, presents. I have gifts for you, 2 incredible ebooks, all kind of videos, sex courses. You can learn everything about sex, so you can have a wonderful sex life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.